Okay, so you want to lay out your boards once you've got them all cut to the exact size, and you're going to start labeling them. So you're going to label the top edge on each of your 4 walls as top. That's very important that we know which is the top and which is the bottom. So now you're going to pick up each one and label the bottom. If we don't label these, we can get them confused and we can drill holes on the wrong side or make our rabbet joint on the wrong side, or just put our holes in the wrong order. It's a good idea to label them inside and outside as well. Now we're going to go to the pocket hole machine here. I'm going to show you how to set it up. So these lines here behind the fence are determined by the thickness of your board. Since our thickness is 3/4, we line it up with the 3/4 line and we lock it down. Next, we need to set the depth of the drill bit. So we don't want the drill bit to go too far. It's a 2-step drill bit, so it drills 2 holes at once. So if we loosen this or tighten this, that'll adjust the depth that we're drilling. Now we need to lay out where our holes are going to go. So we need to know which side is the top and which side is the bottom. So from the top, we're going to go down 2 inches and make a mark. And then from the bottom, we're going to go up just 1 inch and make a little mark on the end. Now those marks will line up with the center line on the fence. And then you can also line up the edge of your board with the 1-inch line from the bottom, and then squeeze the trigger, drill your hole. And then from the top, we're going to line that line up with the center mark, and your edge should line up with the 2-inch mark right here. And those are our pocket holes. So they're at an angle there, and then they just barely protrude out the end. We're going to go ahead and mark our center punches for our holes that are going to go in the butt joint corner. The dimensions for this are 3/8 over from the end of the board, so it hits halfway into the other board, and then 1 inch from the bottom, 2 inches down from the top. Just gently tap them and you get 2 little starter holes. Now we're going to go to the drill press and drill those holes we just center punched. We're going to need our chuck key to tighten our drill bit. And we're looking for a twist bit for our first hole, which will be a shank hole, and we're looking for an 11/64. This is slightly larger than the threads of the screw, so this should just allow that screw to slip through the board. So this first shank hole here is going to go all the way through that board that we center punched, which will be our first board. Alright, we got it nice and tightened in there with our chuck key. Now I'm raising the table up so that I have my drill bit pretty close to the surface, and then make sure to always lock it down so you drill a straight hole. We're going to feed part of the way into the board. We'll come up a little bit to clean the hole out, and then go and finish the rest of the hole. No need to turn the machine off here. We can just go right to the next hole since we've already center punched it. Helps us guide that drill bit into the hole a little bit. Now we're going to switch this drill bit out for a 3/8 brad point bit. That 3/8 brad point bit is going to be for our counter bore hole. The counter bore hole allows your plug to fit in there, so we're going to cover up the screws with a plug, so we have to make a hole for the plug to fit into. So the 3/8 brad point bit will be drilled halfway through this first board here. So this is my 3/8 brad point. Since this bit's quite a bit longer, I'm going to have to unlock the table and lower it down to get it to fit in there. You just twist the chuck until it opens up large enough for your bit to fit in, and then tighten it down by hand just as you did with the other bit, and then tighten it with the chuck key to make sure it's nice and tight. Make sure to always put the chuck key back in the drill press cabinet. Okay, now I've grabbed a tri-square and I'm going to mark the center point so that I make sure I stop halfway down. Just mark that center point there. Make sure that you have the board flipped the correct way so the outside of the board is facing up. So you're drilling this into the outside of the board. So this is the depth stop right here. You spin that around towards you all the way to the front. Line it up with your mark and then tighten that screw right there. And then always just give a double check to make sure it's going to stop. I'm ready to go. I just used my shank hole as my starter hole. And you can do this in one pass because you're only going part of the way through. Very important that we labeled this so that we have the bottom, and then the one hole is 1 inch from there, and then this hole is 2 inches from the top. Don't forget to always remove the bit and put it back where it belongs in the drill press cabinet, and the chuck key as well. Knock off any dust that you've left, and you're done.